So if at any time you have a question pop in your head, go feel free, put it in the chat. You don't have to wait for us to be done because I know I had so many questions. So I don't want you to forget it or not get something answered. So feel free to go ahead and put that in the chat. Thank you, Emily, for that welcome. Yes. So my name is Jessica Blodgett. I am a top leader here, and my upline is like the top leader. And then Jeannie is here, who is the owner, the CEO of the company. And we're going to kick things off with Jeannie so that she can kind of tell you a little bit about her story, her heart, what this company means to her and to all of us. And then we'll go into some logistics about the company itself, the products, what that all looks like. So, Jeannie, I've got some questions for you today, but would you want to say hi to everyone and just introduce
Hi, yeah,
yourself?
sure. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you all. And thanks for inviting me on here. I'm honored to be on here and to meet you all, and happy to let you know all the ins and outs of all the goodness.
I love your one shoulder. You look so trendy.
Really?
You. Very cute. And your pants, I love the whole outfit when I saw it earlier.
Oh, thanks.
So a little bit for me, I joined Beauty Society. I took a big leap of faith, a huge change. It was unexpected. I actually, for those of you that have been in network marketing, you will understand and appreciate this. I decided on December 1st to start all over. Not this past December 1st, the one before it, but December in and of itself is a tough month to just start over in a business. Not only is your personal life crazy, but trying to build a business during the holiday season is, silly. But I did it because I was looking for a home. I was looking for a true home where I felt like I belonged and I fit in. And um, called my sponsor, Haley, and we had a good conversation. She didn't expect me to ever do that. She felt that I was happy and thriving, which on paper I was, but I truly inside wasn't happy and wasn't making the money that I wanted to, and it just wasn't the right fit. And when you're not aligned with something, you feel it. You feel it all the way in your gut, and it just affects your everyday life. So I got to meet Jeannie. I went out to the corporate office to meet her so that I could see it for myself, so that I could see, yes, there is really a corporate office. There really is a lab that's making our products. There's really the shipping center right there. We're not a white label company. And I wanted to know her. So Jeannie is one of the best people I have ever been aligned with in this industry. She really is the real deal. She is kind, she is smart, she's savvy, and she's a real down to earth person. She's not above anybody else. And it's the reason we all love her so much. And the fact that, like Emily said, that she can pop on these calls and do these for us speaks volumes. And I appreciate her so much. And the whole field really, really genuinely appreciates her so much. So, Jeannie, I would love if you could just kind of share with everyone a little bit about your story as to why you started Beauty Society, how it all came to be.
Thanks, Jessica. Well, I was never in network marketing before, and at all. I purposely avoided it. I had some friends that were in the industry, what they were doing way back in the day. It just wasn't for me. I guess I was a snob to it, just can admit it. I was also never in the beauty industry before. So this came out literally out of nowhere. The reason I decided I needed to do this, I needed something. I'm the mother of four. My oldest son went off to college, and I don't know if any of you have encountered that, but it knocked the wind out of me. And I realized, oh my gosh, I was so sad. I was miserable. I didn't know what was going to happen. Anyway, I got home and the younger kids were at home. I'm like, oh my gosh, these kids are going to grow up and leave me for dead because they're supposed to. You know what I mean? So, because I put so much into being a mom, and if any of you are moms, you know what it's like, that it overtakes your whole world. I was also in a situation where I needed to get back to work. It was important that I started making money because I did stay at home it was about 6 years that I stayed home with them. And I'm like, what am I going to do? You know, I'm not good at a job. I'm the hardest worker I know, but a job where you have to be in at 9 and you can't leave till 5, it just feels really like bad to me. That kind of pressure, even just my heart kind of races just thinking about it, saying it. But I'm a very hard worker. So I had basically like an existential crisis, and um, what am I going to do? I remembered my high school counselor way back in the day said, "Hey, Jeannie, do what you love and it won't feel like work." I'm like, "Well, I love money, so I'm going to get out of here and just go get a job." I was always in sales, so I was good at that. And I understand how hard it is to be in sales, how much work goes into it, how much passion goes into it. But I never really sold anything that I was passionate about. I was passionate about the execution and like landing the contract, right? But I'd sold things that were really boring. I actually found myself many times falling asleep, literally starting to snore in sales meetings. Anyway, um, so I'm like, what do I actually care about besides being a mom and my children and my girlfriends? But what do I really, really care about? And it took me a few days. It was like a soul search. And when I realized what it was, I was actually kind of embarrassed. I'm still laughing now when I think about it, because what I really cared about, I know this is going to sound like shallow or whatever, what I looked like, because I was approaching 40 and born and raised in California. I never wore sunscreen. Being tan was everything. And I still felt like that 19-year-old girl, right? But I wasn't. It was 20 years later, almost 40 years old. And what I saw in the mirror, sometimes I got a glimpse of my grandmother, honest to goodness. Love my grandma to death, but I mean, it was happening. I was aging and aging rapidly. And I had not just the aging issues, but I had the massive sun damage. I had adult onset acne that came up, every 28 days, more breakouts. And I wasn't one to leave them alone. I'd pick at them, or like I used to call it, like, do surgery on them. You know what I mean? Like, wasn't having like pimples on my face. It was bad, very bad. And my mom always said, "Jeannie, wear sunscreen." No, I never did it. Anyway, I thought, you know what? I do care what I look like, what I'm looking like at almost 40, and I can't be the only one. And I also can't be the only one. Like, I want to have a purpose, and not a self-serving purpose, a very giving purpose. So I thought, um, if I could have beauty products made that actually worked, because I tried everything from every place, inexpensive things to wildly expensive things. And although I saw some difference, like a little softness, maybe a little more smoothness, no drastic changes at all. And I didn't want to go under the needle, under the knife. I couldn't afford it to. It's very uncomfortable to consider doing that. Um, and being in California, the land of the botched or whatever, you see all these women that look worse after they had spent, a bunch of money on plastic surgery. Anyway, so I went after it. I deep delved into it, and I found what I felt was the heart, what I know is the heart of the beauty industry, the actual chemists and scientists that make the ingredients and make the formulations. So I got fortunate. I met them, and became friends with them, honestly, and really talked to them about, my plight, what I wanted to do. So they took me under their wing, made me products, unbelievable, blew my mind. I couldn't believe how great they were. Like, within a few days, I was literally like getting up in the morning, and before even going to the bathroom, running to the mirror and like seeing the difference in my skin. So, and I also had like a bunch of my closest friends and family members use them too. So I wasn't just imagining it. Then I decided what sales channel I was going to use. And I laughed so much again, like, I'm going to try direct sales, because that means I cannot, if it's done right, everybody wins, right? I did go to since I knew nothing about the direct sales industry, I went to a 3-day conference put on by the top of the direct sales people, the direct sell DSA, Direct Sellers Association. I won't tell the story, but the short version of it, on day 2 of this 3-day conference, they kicked me out, told me to leave, and they're pretty rude and aggressive about it. And I'm the kind of person like game on, I didn't run, I ran towards it. And I've decided since that moment, getting thrown out of that meeting, that I was going to do this business and do it right, with integrity, with honesty, with transparency, with working hard, with products that were so unbelievable that once you sold them to someone, they would want to buy it again and again and again. That's the really where residual income comes from, right? The last skincare line anyone would ever need. I also, my motto was a company with a conscience, completely conscientious about not just the ingredients, but making sure that they were fairly priced, that the everyday woman could afford. Definitely a business model that was uber generous with the women that were going to lock arms with me. Listen, I know, like, love is the prize ultimately in life. Your family and your friends and all that. But time, and I know that time is your most precious commodity. So I have vowed from day one that anyone that spent time on their beauty society business, that it would be worth it to them, right? We work extremely hard to make sure that customers love our products and buy them again and again and again. Also very conscious about the environment. I didn't want to be that, corporation that was just selfish, was just about making money, and wasn't just about being profitable. I wanted to make sure that we could make a difference, not only in our own lives with our own appearance. When we look better, we feel better. So that's like the beginning of so many good things that can happen. Caring for the environment. We have refills for almost all of our skincare. You guys might already know that. Extremely passionate about that. I call the program Treasure Not Trash. This packaging, it's nice and it's worth it. When it's empty, please save it. And for a lot less money, buy a refill to refill the bottle or the jar. And we'll plant a tree with every refill that's purchased, because we can make a difference as moms, as women, as business people. We can care more about the big picture than just ourselves and making money. Anyway, I don't know where else you want me to go, Jessica. I worked every day since 2004 on this project because I'm passionate about it. I love it. I know how hard it is, being in sales, to get a customer. We do everything in our power to make sure the customer is more than satisfied with the purchase that they've made from you, that they can get refills at a discount. There's all kinds of goodies at checkouts. We have crazy deals all the time, good stuff. I like to keep everyone engaged and happy. But to value the customer. If someone calls or sends an email and has a problem, we fix it. We will replace it, we'll exchange it, we'll refund their money. Our skincare has a 12-month money back guarantee, 100%. And that's one of the things in that conference that they were mad at me about, because I'm like, I'm doing a 12-month money back guarantee, and they said I couldn't, and I argued with them. Anyway, I care that much, and it gives me great joy to meet women like you, to work with you. If you're, as a woman, like, I need to know that I'm safe. I need to know that I have, my life has value. I have a purpose, that I feel safe. Safety comes from a lot of things. Financially, people need to feel safe. Women need to feel safe. Amongst your peers, right? That you are part of a community. Women need each other. Since the beginning of, like, caveman times, women need to get along with each other and back each other up. And I think that when the direct sales industry is done properly, with integrity, and everyone honors each other and no one's better than anyone else, we're all in this together, that it can work, and it's working. So anyway.
Yes, thank you. And, to speak a little bit about that, one of the biggest things for me was to feel safe. Safety and security is something that rules my life. I have to feel safe and secure in everything, in my relationships, in my home, like all of it. And that was something that I felt very quickly, because female owned, that made me feel good. We're debt free. We own all the things, right, Jeannie? We own the raw goods. We own the lab. We own the building. We own it all. So can you speak a little bit about how these women, if they have chosen or choose to partner with Beauty Society, how are they going to feel safe and secure in their business? What makes us stand out in that way?
Um, I've been at this for 20 years. And in the beginning, listen, it was chaos. I was new. I didn't know what I was doing, right? I spent the last 20 years learning, growing, learning to be brave in my beautiful mistakes, at getting it right. Um, we didn't start off with a big investment. I literally like sold my home and used the proceeds to get this business going. We have no investors, no private equity. No one tells me what I can and can't do. I get advice all the time, clearly, but there's no one over me saying, oh no, sorry, you need to raise those prices. We need to put less good stuff in there so we make more money. Like there's no one controlling any of that. We're rock solid. We're over the last 2 years, we're rated the fastest growing direct sales company in the United States. I believe feel very strongly it's going to happen again this next coming year when Inc. 5000 does it again. There were times in the beginning I'm like, we don't have enough customers, we need to buy more product, right? I knew from the beginning, in order to be profitable, I was going to have to take every dime that was made and put it back into the business so we could buy the machinery, buy the raw ingredients, hire the greatest chemists in the industry to formulate for us, and all of those things. So
Yeah.
I did all
Yeah.
that. And I
It's,
can't, being safe as a beauty society advisor back in 28, 29, it was probably like, let's go. I mean, it was a little, I wouldn't say scary, but it was a little rough, right? Today, not so much. Like we did it right. And I couldn't imagine doing it any other way. I knew to cut out the middleman was the best way to be profitable so that we can afford to have a really generous compensation plan, commission plan to the team, to the sales team, and to always have the money and the ability to come out with new products quickly, to make sure that we didn't have to be charge so much. If you have a middleman, you have to, charge more. So just to keep it affordable and keep it fun. And we have a very, very deep foundation. We own the building. It's 50,000 square feet. And we've got a wonderful staff. Some of the staff members have worked for me for 17, 18 years. So yeah, we know what we're doing. We figured it out. We're doing it right. And the rocket ship's on its way anyway.
yeah, but it's true. And I think some of you can also get a glimpse of this. If you look at their socials, they've done a really good job of just kind of giving you glimpses of what the home office is like and just the culture and everything like that. So I encourage you all to look that up as well. Um, Jeannie, you had mentioned just briefly about the products. Can you kind of tell everyone in your way how this is not just the everyday beauty company? What makes our products special? What are we offering people that's different?
We, our products are manufactured with quality. So, I don't just mean they're made well. We make sure that the highest level of active ingredients are used to reduce wrinkle reduction, get rid of sun damage, deal with issues like psoriasis and eczema and rosacea, acne, 100% blemish prone skin, all the things. And we also, we can do sensitive skin, oily skin, normal skin, ultra age defying, needs for skin. And we do that, we're able to do it because we use the dose dependent levels that are required on the clinical studies for these powerful, powerful ingredients. Now, many of our ingredients are just botanical ingredients, like organic, beautiful, well-harvested botanical ingredients, but we mix those with science, but safe science. So no one makes them stronger. There are probably some lines that will be as effective as ours, but they'll be 3 to 4, maybe 5 times more expensive. So
It's so true. It's so true. And our cosmetics are infused with this skincare. All of our anti-aging ingredients are packed in there too, which is really exciting. So I have one fun question. I know you're not expecting this one, but it's going to be great. So if you guys have been on a call or two with us so far, this is going to be a new one for you too, and it might get you a little excited. I don't know. Jeannie, can you tell us what are some products maybe you're seeing in the future for Beauty Society?
Oh, we're going to expand our makeup line right now. We have concealer, we have amazing foundation, we have a sheer, something called Sheer Joy that's a sheer foundation. Um, we've got our timeless face sticks, these wonderful face sticks. Most of our skincare is refillable, but also I'm very, very into our makeup also being refillable when we can. Lipsticks are being launched. I'm absolutely looking into sunscreen products, 100%. That we'll be manufacturing ourselves. We have some hair care, a little more that's coming out for sure. When it comes to cosmetics, we're playing with some more colors like eyeshadows, things like that. We have our ingestibles. I'm sure that the girls have told you about those. Like some of our skincare products, you just swallow them in the morning and your skin looks better like crazy. Also great for your hair and your nails. Something for brain power, more to come in that sector. We bought that gummy manufacturing machine, so we have more gummies coming, more flavors of our infused coming. Just lots of stuff coming. One of the things that's great about what I'm excited about, and excites all of you too, will excite you too, is when something new comes out, I'm all over it. And I can purchase something that someone else has, and I can put it on the desk of my chemist, and within 4 days, he can take it apart and put it back together and make it even better. We're really good at that. And depending on the timing and stuff, like we can literally come out with new stuff all the time. And it's not hard for us to do it. Sometimes the thing that takes the most is like getting the packaging made for it, right? But we can pivot on a dime. And I honestly think that no one can catch us. I know there's companies much bigger than us, and good for them, but we're coming after that. We're going to be that big, if not bigger. But we can pivot very, very quickly. And for me, like I want the best, not just for myself, but I mean, my mom's 80, she uses these products. My daughter uses products, my family members. You girls use this product, and I would never, ever ask you to sell a product to a friend, a family member, or a perfect stranger that wasn't 100% worth every penny of their purchase and was not going to make a difference in their life. We don't create things that don't wow people, because if I'm not wowed, I'm not putting it out there. So
That's
I
so
hope that's what
true.
you wanted, Jess.
Yeah, no, that was great. I think it just, it gives people some excitement for future, how that looks in the expansion, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year. I know I was like that. I asked you tons of those questions when I first came over, and um to all of you, one of the things that really stood out to me, Jeannie knew that I was coming from a very scared, burned place. That was my mentality. I felt lost. Being a top leader, I was just lost. And
I remember when you walked in, Jessica, you were very
yeah,
afraid and
I was fragile.
very fragile. Yes. So
And
thank you
I'm
for,
not a
yeah, and
fragile
you were vulnerable
person.
with me. So thank you for being vulnerable, because being vulnerable is part of being a woman.
Yeah, absolutely. I connected with you right away. I tell everyone that Jeannie is your best friend's mom. Like when you were growing up, like the mom down the street of your best friend, and you'd go over and she'd give you advice. Like that's her character. That's who she is. Anyone can talk to her. No one is above, below her. We're just all equal. And I've always felt safe. And honestly, Emily has said this many times to me already, but I said this too so much. When you first join Beauty Society and you start digging in and you do your concierge call and you understand the comp plan and you're asking the questions, you are amazed that there's more. Like Emily is often saying to me, like, are you serious? Is this legit? Are you for real? Like, what's the catch? And there isn't a catch. This is literally the full package when it comes to a network marketing company. And we're going to dive into a lot of those things, but I just wanted to allow Jeannie, if you had any other things that you wanted to talk about? Because you don't have to stay for the whole, PowerPoint presentation.
Well, it kind of boils down to this. When I found out that the beauty industry, that they were making products that were totally just financially oriented, not quality oriented. There's something in the industry, it's called angel dusting, where they can say that there's like hyaluronic acid or matrixyl 3000 or advanced BTX or soluble beta glucans, like all these ingredients, right, that do make a difference, that they can put it on the label. They only need like tiny bit to put in there to make it a claim that they're using it. That 99% of the companies out there weren't using the dose dependent levels. And that drove the chemists and scientists crazy, the ones that make these ingredients, because they weren't using enough. So it wasn't helping them either, right? They were frustrated. So when I found out the beauty industry was being shady, I was mad. I felt betrayed because I'd spent a lot of money with Lancome, with Estee Lauder, with Matt. I mean, the special spa stuff and all that. I spent a lot of money, good money on that stuff. And when I found out that they didn't care and they didn't, when they changed their products, they made it less effective, not more effective. The dirty little secret, I was mad. But it made me want to get in. And then when I found out that there's a lot of things in the direct sales industry that I didn't feel they weren't working for me. I didn't feel there was a lot of unethical things I felt. The integrity wasn't there. I've spent the last 20 years of my life to do the best of the best that can be done in the beauty industry, coupled with the best of the best things in the direct sales industry, and the things that aren't good about it, they're not allowed here. So that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking your time to be on here. There's several of the ladies in here have just popped off because they've got a concierge call, which is an incredible program, which we'll talk about. And I know Jeannie's really proud of it too. Everyone that works at the corporate office is so kind and helpful and servant. It's very much servant leadership here, and we try to emulate that in the field as well. So
I'll leave you with this because I know you guys have some work to do and I'm going to go, but I truly love this. And I know that we can do it. I'm not doing it for the money. We're not doing this for the glory. We're doing it to make a difference, because when we can help someone look better, they feel better. And that starts the snowball effect of just making the world a better place, and then with the refill program and all those things, it's a feel good. I want to leave a legacy. I've got my grandma now. I'm turning 60 this year. Like, I want to do something so amazing that not only my grandchildren are like, wow, grandma, that yours are too.
yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I appreciate you always, and I'll keep you posted. Check in with me
All right,
tomorrow.
nice meeting you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you,
All
Jeannie.
right.
We
Apologize again.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna show you just a little bit of the nitty-gritty, the info that you probably have lots of questions about. Please don't hesitate to ask questions over in the chat. It's open for you. Haley and Emily are on top of it. I see that. So I'm going to share my screen. Can everyone see that okay? Can you see that, Emily?
Yep, you're all good.
Perfect. All right, everyone. We're going to get right to it. Some of these things Jeannie touched on, but again, as I said, if things come up, pop in your head, please go ahead and pop them in the chat with any questions or comments that you have. So we are a company with a conscience. We're Leaping Bunny certified. We're sulfate free, paraben free, gluten free. We're made in the United States with locally sourced ingredients. And you heard her talk about those organic botanical ingredients mixed with science. And that, what she means by that is the actives. Actives are what are going to change a person's skin. That includes retinol, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, glycolic acid, salicylic acid, lactic acid. We have all of it, and it will change your skin. We are the only beauty brand with an eco-friendly refill program, especially at our level, because we have it both on the skincare side, the makeup side, and every refill purchased plants a tree.
I don't know if the sound's coming through very well.
Is it not coming through very well?
Not great for me. I don't know about everyone else.
That's okay. So brand loyalty. What you saw there in that video, that is our Sheer Joy. That was one of the ones that Jeannie was talking about. It's actually a dupe. It's a dupe off of Chanel's water tint. So what she was talking about is our chemist can take a product that we love, deconstruct, and then put it back together with more anti-aging ingredients in it. And that's exactly what he did with Sheer Tint, or I'm sorry, Sheer Joy, which is a tinted serum. And it's a beautiful product. It's a very popular product, and it comes in refills. So we have a 96% reorder rate on our subscription products. Majority of our subscription products are our Infuse HA, which is an ingestible hyaluronic acid product I'll talk about in just a moment. We have both of our gummies. One is a vibrant skin gummy, and the other one is a brain mood focus gummy. And as you heard from Jeannie, those will be expanding. And then we also do have customers who have things like cleanser on subscription. So there's a lot of options there, but you do not have to have products on subscription. That's one thing that's really important to note. We have a 78% reorder rate on skincare and foundation, and 84% reorder rate on our ingestibles. And as you heard, we are financially stable, we have zero debt, and we are female owned, in complete control from our raw ingredients to the doorsteps of customers. Our products are not made in China. They're not white labeled over, meaning that's a term in the industry. There's a lot of companies who will buy it from the big chemist lab companies that sell them, and then you can put your label on it. That is not something we do here. Okay, so 16 of our core best-selling products, we've had them for over 15 years because we have such loyalty from our client base. These are products that are reordered. I have very loyal clients, and I have new clients that come to me weekly, sometimes daily on a good week, that are wanting to get in. They're seeing the results, they're seeing me talk about it, they're seeing other people talk about it, and they want it. We have a professional line that is full of clinically proven anti-aging ingredients and those active ingredients like I discussed, with lots coming. One of the smartest things about our community is when Haley came over here in 2020, they wanted it to be smart. They wanted it to be a simple system that everyone can plug into and be successful. We didn't want to reinvent the wheel. You will notice that we are a one team mindset, which means everyone's not out creating their own team pages. They're not out creating their own graphics. They're not reinventing the wheel, which just takes so much time and effort away from what you want to love and do. And it often creates a lot of burnout. And part of that is the onboarding. The onboarding of new advisors is one of those that it's repetitive, but it also can be a little bit difficult, and maybe you're not the best at it. So we've taken that piece, and as you saw, some people say they had to get off the call because they had their concierge appointment. We have a very simple and smart, savvy system called our concierge program. And that program is available for all advisors. When they join, they're prompted to make their appointment. They'll get $10 in Society Reward Cash. And for doing it, it's like a 15-minute Zoom with corporate, and they walk you through your website, your back office. They answer, basic questions. And then they open it up for you to ask questions. I mean, it's just super, super helpful. Okay. Part of our launch system is we have a step 1, 2, and 3. You book your concierge appointment. That's step 1. Step 2, we want to plug you into our simple systems, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. And then you're going to play your first training call. Now, tomorrow is Tuesday. Tuesday is team call day, and you don't have to be on it live. It is streamed as well, so that you can watch the replay at any time. But every Tuesday, we have a team call and a leader call immediately after. Our customer to advisor ratio, this is really important for those of you that are very business minded. This is impressive. So when it comes to orders, our ratio is 3/4 of it is customer volume, whereas only 1/4 of it is advisor volume. This is what you want because this means you're actually building a customer base that's making you money. And typically, your average sale per customer will continue to grow the longer they are here, the longer their loyalty is with the company. Some of the customer perks, we have seriously the best systems in place for this. It'll blow your mind. We have a Society Plus program. So that's like our VIP customer program. If you have anything on subscription, it can be our quarterly beauty box, Infuse HA, or either of our gummies. It also can be just a product like a cleanser. You can be enrolled as a Society Plus rewards member, and that's going to give you free shipping over $50. It also is a perk as an advisor. You get free shipping for any orders over $50. We have a really generous discount program that goes with that. They get 15% off all orders, but they also get the monthly discounted item, which is called Product of the Month. Product of the Month for advisors and Society Plus customers is 50% off. This month it happens to be Drama Free, which is our best-selling serum. It's our number 4 best product that we have. Every month is a different product on rotation. All of our skincare is a 12-month money-back guarantee. And like I said, optional subscriptions, but it's not required. You do get a discount when you utilize the subscription. Our quarterly beauty box, it's one of our favorite things. It's beautiful. Our next one will run on June 15th. So subscription day is about to happen here in May. It always happens on the 15th of every month. So we won't have a beauty box for May. The next one will be June. That's our summer box. But this is an amazing product because it's a 96% reorder rate, which is amazing. You get this huge surge in volume. It's worth over $150, but it only costs $49 to get this quarterly box. And each box comes with swag, products, and a code to use for a future order. Again, incredibly smart. Seriously, they are working, when I say they, corporate is working to benefit you, to give you the highest return for all of your customers. They will keep coming back. Our cart rewards alone are incredible, and they change every single week. We have new cart rewards every week that upsell. They do the upselling for you. Someone's checking out and they see how close they are to the next reward. Oh, well, let me add a worth it lip plumper and get me to that next level and give me that free product. But the quarterly beauty box, this is the coolest thing. It comes with a brand new product every time, at least one. And to be honest with you, we have new product launches about every other month. In fact, you heard Jeannie say about the lipsticks. Our lipstick line, our first, I think it's 8 shades, are launching very, very soon, as in like probably a week-ish from now. So it's really exciting when new products launch. That gives a lot of energy and momentum to the field. And it's just fun to see everyone getting the lipsticks on their face and sharing with everyone. Infuse HA is one of my personal favorite products, but it's also one of my best sellers and best sellers throughout the company. It's a product that works. So I can tell you for sure that this is not going to be a product that's like a one and done. Someone tries it, they don't like it, and they put it off to the side. This actually truly changes so many things. We actually have a graphic with a list of what Infuse does. Everything from helping to grow hair, to vibrant skin, to plumping out wrinkles and fine lines, to turning back the clock on aging, to gut health. People have said so many things. It's just incredible what this does. But this is an ingestible hyaluronic acid. What that means, our bodies need hyaluronic acid to stimulate and build our own collagen. So when we ingest this product with our Hayplex Plus ingredient inside there, when our bodies ingest this, it's telling our body, okay, stimulate and start making collagen. When we can make our own collagen rather than supplement putting collagen into the body, you're going to have better results. And it's proven over and over and over again. It's vegan, gluten-free, and it is a fermented hyaluronic acid. Confident and Brilliant are our gummies. This is one of the newest babies that we launched in fourth quarter of last year. We invested, I think it was like over $1 million in the gummy machine, and this is expanding into other types of gummies. Some of the ones they've thrown out is as ideas are like maybe a sleep, maybe greens, maybe anything. I don't know. There's been so many ones that have been thrown out there. So this is unlimited potential. They're made completely in-house. We actually have a room that's called the Gummy Factory, and you can see it when you visit corporate. It is very results driven. So Brilliant is that mood focus gummy. You can feel results for that brain health gummy in as little as 1 dose. So it's 2 gummies for both of these products, and it has helped people with brain fog, those who are going through menopause. It's helped for people who have lack of focus. There's so many things. And yes, many teens have taken the product and loved it. Confident is actually probably my favorite. I call it lazy girl skincare, and I really shouldn't call it that, but you take 2 of those gummies a day and you have the most vibrant, beautiful skin, hair, you're growing lashes. I mean, it is incredible. We are a company that has a mission that gives back. With every discounted refill purchase, a tree is planted, and that is a partnership with EdenProjects.org. I encourage you to look that up. They are a reforestation project that provides employment to men and women who are exposed to human trafficking, extreme poverty, and refugees. So this really is a movement, and I felt it from the moment I joined. And one of the things that sets us so apart and helps you to not be on your phone all day, that sets us apart from other companies who just kind of let you swim on your own, figure it out. We don't do that. We have something here that allows us to dive in full force with the people that you already have in your circle. What I mean by that is on Facebook, we have a group called Society for All. It is a testimonial lifestyle group. It has over 150,000 people in it, and we treat it as one big, huge VIP group. It is full of testimonials and before and afters like those pictures you just saw. And it literally gives the third-party validation that all of us need when we want to invest in new products, especially when it's something like our skin. People are seeing people that they can relate to, identifying them, maybe someone who is 65 and she is seeing other people in her age bracket that these products are working for. The same down to teens. It's truly a smart, savvy tool that we utilize every single day, and I think you're going to love what it can do for your business. It is really important that you know, like, some of these big number things. And when I get off screen, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this because compensation plans are one of my fortes. I really do love to dive into a compensation plan. I'm very business minded. I'm very culture minded and business minded, and I love putting them together. So some things to note first is we have less than 15,000 advisors here in the United States. We are going to be expanding into other countries. The opportunity to get in on this now is going to be incredible for you and your future self, your future bank account. We started a 25% base commission, but that goes up to 45%. For instance, Emily, when she hit 500 in sales this month, which she already has, she got a 5% commission bump already right off the bat. So she right now is at 30%. And you can go all the way up to 45. 25% is our advisor discount. So you'll notice when you log into your advisor portal, not only do you have a 60% off promo code that you get to use right away to build your kit, to build the products that you want, the skincare for your skin type, the makeup shades that you want, the lipsticks you want to try, all the things. But we also get the 25% advisor discount every time we shop, as well as $50 threshold to get the free shipping. And we get the 50% off product of the month as well. Lifestyle bonuses here. This is every single month. They range from $300 a month to $7,000 a month. And that's just one type of bonus. And then our fast start period. So when you join, it starts and you've got 60 days to earn up to $2,250 in extra bonus cash. And that gets deposited right away to your business bank. We get paid once a week, and then we get paid from the previous month's bonuses on the 7th of every month. Okay. Is there anything that I need to touch on before I dive a little bit into comp plans and things like that? You guys killed it in the chat.
I think
Okay.
there was a question about testing on heavy metals and toxins.
I would have to ask Jeannie about all like that process. I know that just like with the ingredients that are in there, and because we source them at the raw stage, that I don't think that that's something that we have to worry about, but let me double check and I'll get back to you on that. Let me write that down really quick. And I will ask her. Thank you for that question. Okay. Oh my gosh, all kinds of good stuff. Okay. Can I talk real? Can I be open, honest? I'm just gonna say yes. Something that you will find out really quickly is I'm very open, honest, open book.
As long as you're
And-
okay with it streaming on Facebook.
Yeah, totally fine. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's true. Okay. So numbers and money are my game. I love them because they're motivating. I am a salesperson. I never thought I was. When I started in this industry 10 years ago, I was a teacher. I taught middle school and high school. I taught health education. And it was such a rewarding job, but I was very burned out at the end of the day. I didn't have a lot left for my family. And network marketing was the passion within teaching that I had, but on a much bigger scale. And I got to help educate my clients, a team. And it became very quickly my passion in life. But money is something that will help to drive me. I will move the needle when it comes to money, especially this time, like what's going on in the world right now. When I first started in network marketing, I was beyond broke. Between my husband and I, we had over $140,000 in student debt, not to mention mountains of credit card debt, mortgage, car payments, collection accounts. There's a lot. And this industry completely changed everything for me. I believed not only in the company and what I could do, but it was really about believing in myself and having this mindset. And I went all in. And in network marketing, there are great companies, but there's also not great companies. And what I mean by that is an opportunity to make money is personal, but at the same time, it needs to be available for everybody. In my personal opinion, I think everybody should have the opportunity to make as much money as they possibly can. I don't think that it's right for, this one person bringing in thousands of people and they stay up here, they're sipping a margarita on a beach somewhere and leaving their team to just fend for themselves, and they get paid all the money and everyone else gets paid pennies. I don't like that. And unfortunately, that's a lot of corporate America. Um, Not to dog on corporate America, but it is. It's reality sometimes. And when I was looking thoughtfully and intentionally at Beauty Society, I asked all the questions about the compensation plan because it was really important to me that my friends, the people that I'm working with, the ones that are joining my team, they need to win because I already knew what it meant to win. I'd already gotten to the top of companies. I knew how to build. I knew how to do all the things, but they needed to win. It wasn't fair for them to only make $50 a month. It wasn't fair for them to only make $200 a month. They deserved to be paid their worth for their time and their effort. And coming to Beauty Society, I can tell you it really is the full package. We are a volume-based compensation plan. And what happens and makes that so unique to this industry is we do not have the pressure of having people who sign up underneath us, no matter where they are in the organization. We don't have to have them hit a certain rank in order for me to rank, in order for you to rank. So the pressure immediately is off the table. The scheming that often will happen at the end of the month where uplines will be like trying to get you to spend your money so that they can rank up and get a bonus, or they're asking you to buy a product or have a bunch of product on hand. That doesn't happen here because it organically is just going to happen based on volume. So a volume-based plan means that whatever volume you hit at, that's how you're going to get paid. You're never going to be penalized. And you basically are paid your worth and effort. And that's something that I can respect. There are a lot of compensation plans out there. One that is, in my personal opinion, please don't come for me. For me, a binary compensation plan is the worst choice I could have ever made for myself. And it's just because I care so, so, so much about the people around me. A binary compensation plan is going to pay the person up here 99% of the time. It's not sustainable. A lot of promises are given with binary comp plans, and most people don't stay with those types of companies longer than 6 months. Now, I'm not saying everybody is like that. I'm not saying every company is like that, but the ones that I have researched, the ones I've experienced, I have lots of very dear friends throughout this industry. And I respect them and I respect the game. I respect the business. But for me, my stage in life, I wanted to align with something that meant something. I wanted to give back to the people that have been loyal to me. I wanted my skin to change for the better. I wanted to make more money than I ever have without feeling like I had to be spammy, sleazy, make broken promises, or continue to get promises broken to me. I wanted to feel good at the end of the day. And for me, that type of compensation plan just did not work or align for me and my values. For some, it does, and it works. Typically, on that side of things, when it comes to a binary, there's a lot of promises that are made, especially with people who have a lot of influence, who have a lot of reach. So someone who has thousands and thousands and thousands of followers, they could do really well, but the everyday person is probably not going to. And in fact, they may get penalized in the process based on how the compensation plan is mapped out. A lot of times it's very difficult to understand the compensation plan. There are little caveats to different things, bonuses and such. So something that I really appreciate here is that everything is super transparent. You want to make money? I can show you how to do it all by yourself without growing a team. Do I recommend growing a team? I mean, yeah, if you want to go all in and you want to make residual life-changing income, absolutely. And you'll have the support to do that. I'm a very all in person. You will always see me. I'm very visible. There isn't a day I take off of my business, and it's because it's my passion. I never feel burnt out. Of course, I'll have moments and days where things are hard, sure, but I care so much about what I do, and I love to teach people how to do exactly what I've done. I've changed my family's life. I am a seven-figure earner. And it is because of network marketing and the belief in myself and the support from my people around me that I got to this position. And I want every single person, man, woman, doesn't matter. I want them to have that same opportunity. And if I can be a part of your next chapter and your story, I would love that. And I just feel really honored that Emily said yes to this and chose this. You all will absolutely love my upline as well. Haley, she's the most kind, humble, smart, savvy person I've ever worked alongside. And we talk every day on the phone, and it's real. It's not because of a paycheck or anything like that. So I hope that this gave you a little glimpse into who I am, a little glimpse into Jeannie, the nitty gritty of the company. But if there are questions that anyone wants me to answer, I'm happy to do that. Oh, Sammy, I encourage you to do so. Jennifer, I love that. I said this on this last call, but I should say it to all of you too, because it's very important to my story. Every big moment in my life, I uprooted my whole life, moved to Northern Illinois after born and raised in Southern California, moved to Northern Illinois to get my bachelor's degree at a university I'd never set foot on. I wanted to start all over and fresh. That was divine intervention. When I started network marketing in January of 2014, it was divine intervention. I was slammed in the face with this picture and I was like, what is this? I've never been in sales before. I don't know what I'm doing, but something I feel called to. I feel pushed to. Choosing Beauty Society, divine intervention. And it was a constant in here. You're going to be fine. Just trust me. So if you're in that position, or if you've ever felt in that position, I think you understand what I mean, but this is home. So I know it sounds too good to be true. I know I've said it for a year and a half. It keeps getting better. Did you want me to talk about events at all, Emily?
Yeah, I'm just checking in the chat to make sure there's no questions. Yes. So Drina is saying it's hard for some of us just coming out of what we did. I have been through more than two, two big upsetting experiences in direct sales. The first one, the company was not doing well financially and got bought out, and the first cuts to come were to the representative. At that time, at my peak, my team was selling 3 million a year, and my paycheck cut in half in 1 year's time. And that's really where I had to start making changes for myself and my family, and it was super hard. So fast forward, tried a few companies in between. I feel like some of them I joined just because I was like yearning for that community. Like I had hope that things were going to turn out, but I didn't feel confident. So even when I started with our last company, I remember saying at one of our dinners that I was a bird with broken wings because I had come through from so many bad experiences in direct sales. the problems that I see that are so common with the companies I've been with is the company is not set up to support the customers, the advisors. They don't have everything thought through. One of the biggest issues is shipping, missing items, back orders, unable to get the product, discontinuing products. Then your customer is upset and you're the one that has to face them and explain all that. A lot of companies do not manufacture their own products, so they have no control over when that shipment is going to arrive. So shipping has always been a big disappointment. And guess what? Then people come into the company as consultants, customers buy from the company, everyone becomes disappointed, and it ends up being a big mess. The other thing that I would say is that, it's hard to make money. People haven't heard of the company, then they try the product and the product is not quality and it's overpriced. So here, everything is just thought so well through. I am an entrepreneur for life. I love so much about this industry, and everything that I've experienced that I knew not to look for in a company, all of it has been answered here. We have someone who's on chat, a live human that can chat with your customers as they're on your website. Customers are always assigned to advisors. We're not competing with corporate. Once you get to a certain title level, those customers are distributed to advisors. There's just so much. Normally I can run things down like really quickly, but there's so many perks at Beauty Society that I can't come up with them off the top of my head, because they've really thought through every single step. And the team that I have joined under has made it so simple for me to be a leader. They have all the systems in place and all of the material that I need to be successful, so I don't have to create everything from scratch. So I can just focus on coaching and sharing with customers and advisors. So I hope that helps, those of you that are coming from a damaged place, an environment where you didn't feel safe. I think a lot of us have felt that.
That's very true, Emily. I mean, it's very true. And I just want to shout everything that you have said, because you've taken every single word out of my mouth.
It's only going to get better. There's so many good things that you all will get to experience. Your first event will just be amazing. Nobody cares what anyone's title is. I mean, yes, like we care, like we're happy for you, but it's not like a Louis Vuitton show or something like that. You know what I mean? Everyone just comes as they are. You can be
not cutthroat like it can be in this industry.
Right. 100%.
All right. Well, for anyone, I think we'll cut it off since we've gone for an hour here, unless anyone has specific questions. Otherwise, I would love for you to reach out to whoever invited you to this event. It is being live streamed several places on Facebook, and also being recorded. So I'll also upload that to YouTube. If you're hesitant, hey, it's $1 to join, 60% off, amazing products. You go to that concierge welcome call, and it covers, we do have a $10 fee to cover our website. But like I said, when you buy products yourself, you're getting reward points. And then that concierge call covers your first month of website fees. So, hey, jump in for a month, give it a try. and we hope you join. And I think you'll fall in love.
I think so too. Thanks for having me. And if anybody has questions, feel free to reach out.
Yes, thank you so much, Jessica. You're so knowledgeable and helping me fill in all the gaps that I don't know yet.
Sure, of course, anytime.
All right. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Bye.